my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Okay, my darlings, I have to break it to you. It is with a very heavy heart I want to announce that we will not be having a meet and greet in the USA this year, to be precise, Los Angeles. I was actually going to come to California this year, and we were going to have a fabulous meet and greet just the way we had in New York. I had put out a listing, that's what my assistant calls it anyway, where you sign up, and then that way we can detect, you know, how many people would most likely come for the meet and greet. And it was huge. It was actually bigger than New York, bigger than London, and I was looking forward to it. But with everything that is going on in the States, it is impossible for me with a good conscience to go ahead and have the meet and greet. Not only for me, but for you, because it occurred to me that we are going to have 1,000 people of color in one space. And of course, ICE will be there. I have to think of your safety too. It's so unfortunate because I was in California in 2019, and when I came to New York just last year, we had planned that we'll go to California. And a lot of my friends are telling me that if you see Santa Monica now, it is horrible, absolutely horrible. I was also, because it was going to be like an 11-hour flight, we were going to bring Adrian. I can't bring Adrian. I can't. And I'm sure you understand. I also wanted to tell my beautiful Fumi Nation that when ICE stops you, don't resist. What I'm seeing breaks my heart. They are targeting black and brown people. They are targeting people with an accent, and I have an accent. So if they came to me and said, where were you born? I was born in Russia, Moscow. And they would think, oh, you're trying to be flippant. But I'm not. I was born in Russia. You know, can I have any ID? I would hand over my ID. If they said, we're arresting you, I would say, okay. And I would get up with my hands behind my back. Yes, I would. And we go. I would not resist. I have my family to think of. And you have your family to think of. You are in your rights. You are in your rights. But I just feel that it makes the situation worse. These ICE, they have a God complex, and I don't know what is wrong with them. I don't know what is wrong with them. This is not how you treat people. With our own eyes, we saw how Renee Nicole Good was killed. I don't want that to happen to any of my Fumi Nation brethren. And that's why I'm advising you. Do not resist. Do not resist. Make sure that you have all of your details with you. For my Africans that are in America, make sure you have. Because it's a split second and this thing is turned into something else. They are not worth it. I don't recognize the America that I loved so very much and lived in for 20 years. I lived in New York for 10. I lived in California for 10 before I got married and I relocated to Norway. It's just so sad.
I want to move my car! I am disabled! I have a brain injury!
Stay back.
I am autistic and I have a brain injury! Put me down! I was just trying to get to the doctor and I'm autistic!
Biden, contact my people! Go! Enough! Enough!
So man, what's here? What country? Was you born here? Was you born here, ma'am? What country was you born in?
being attacked by our own people, by our own federal government, by masked men without ID that are taking people away for God knows why. They're not pedophiles, they're not rapists, they're not criminals. They're taking people from schools, they're taking high school kids.
Why is this so hard for you to talk about? It seems like this is a little tough.
Because I'm an American and I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of what's going on.
People should not be killed for protesting, for wanting not, or people in our city to be taken. Like, this is not okay, and it's violent, and it shouldn't be violent. We should be peacefully protesting, but they're just taking us. I'm just angry. I'm angry, and I just want this to be over. This isn't the Minneapolis I know and love.
Hey, so many of you have checked in to see how we're doing here in Minneapolis. I'm here in South. I live just a few blocks from where Renee Good was offed last week. And I just wanted to share a few stories of things that are actually happening here. These are stories I personally know of or can personally vouch for. Last week in our community, a person was detained out of their vehicle and driven off. And then when observers went to check on the vehicle to see if they could get it back to the family, they found a baby asleep in the back seat. And it is really cold here. They just left a baby. A mother I know of is searching for her 6-year-old who was detained along with his father. She has no idea where her child is because there's no database of minors who have been detained. We know another person who is here legally, all documented, here to receive medical care, detained. We know of a refugee family, again, here, vetted, legally detained, already in Texas. And it is not just like undocumented people that are getting targeted. I know citizens who are afraid to leave, citizens who are being asked for their papers, a citizen family who hid in their house with the lights off because ICE was going through their neighborhood. Like, they're basically just going after any black and brown person they see. It is unorganized. It is reckless. In terms of how it's like to live here, you drive through the street, 5 minutes to the library, I'll see multiple frozen water vehicles. And it's just alarming, right? You're seeing them in tactical gear, just kind of everywhere, like ants in the kitchen, right? Helicopters all the time, and you're kind of wondering, like, okay, is this continuing news coverage? Is that a military helicopter? Is there breaking news that I don't know about? Like, what's going on right now? That vigilant feeling that we all had in 2020 after George Floyd. Our phones are pinging all day long with requests and needs for care, and that has been one of the most beautiful things I've ever been a part of in my life. In the last week and month, there's been this coordinated effort of care, and so from the neighborhood, from local churches, we are working together to provide food for families who are afraid to leave their houses, to help provide transportation to people to medical appointments or school or court appointments where maybe they need to provide a witness or a testimony to something. Like, people are offering rides, people are doing laundry for people who are afraid to leave their house to go to the laundromat. Our church is creating a food bank that I'm going to share a link to, not a food bank, a hygiene bank for that I'll share a link to have those kind of items that we can be able to drop off to families along with food. And so it feels like the early church where everyone's getting taken care of, widows and orphans are getting taken care of. And so that's just a little picture of what it's like to be here right now. And please consider donating, buying something off the wish list for the hygiene bank. Otherwise, message me if you have any other questions or want to help.
For Renee Nicole Good, who was murdered. We have a vice president who's lying about what's happening. We have we're in the middle of a war with Venezuela that we illegally invaded. He's telling the world that international law doesn't matter to him. The only thing that matters to him is his own morality. But the guy is a convicted felon or convicted rapist. He's a pedophile. He's the worst human being. If we're relying on this guy's morality for the most powerful country in the world, then we're all in a lot of trouble. So this is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today. I know I'm one of them. I love this country, and what I'm seeing here happening is not America. It's just not.
Mark, why do you feel that this platform is still useful to spread a message like this?
Listen, I want to pretend like this is, I want to be here to celebrate, and I am here to celebrate, and I'm proud to have a Golden Globe nomination. But also, this is not normal anymore. And so I don't know how I could be quiet. And I'm feeling a little sick, so it's hard to BS right now.
This country is collapsing. We are witnessing the collapse of America. Not someday, not hypothetically, right now, right before our eyes. The American people have been pushed into a corner. They're being grabbed, detained, crammed into vehicles, and even murdered. There is no accountability, no consequences. Political leaders have failed us miserably and are failing us miserably. Military leadership is non-existent, and the people are being left to deal with this all alone. This isn't about parties anymore. This isn't about ideology. This is about a system that no longer protects its own citizens and no longer answers to them. The response from those in power is not solutions. This is force, it's silence, it's pretending that this can be controlled and everything will be okay. Now, I'm not calling for violence, but I am saying we are being abandoned. So hear this clearly. The only way this country comes back is if the people take it back. We pull our support financially, we pull our money, we pull our votes, we refuse to keep feeding a system that is destroying us. There is no one coming to save us. We must protect each other, stay alert, stay sharp, be careful, and hold the line, my friends. Hold the line.
The world's completely lost its mind. I mean, I don't know what's happening in the United States. I'm so sad. I can't pretend like this is an insane. We have stormtroopers on the streets of America terrorizing people, not making people any safer. They're terrorizing people. They're killing innocent people. The rents are still high. There's no food. Food's expensive. People can't feed their kids. They can't send them to school. They can't get sick or they're going to end up dead because they can't afford health care. Something's really wrong here, and I don't know what the answer is, but the world's not better with this guy, this madman in office who just told the world that there is no international law concerning him. The only thing that concerns him is his morality.
What can we do as people?
We have to get out and stop it. There's more of us than there are them, and we have to be brave now. And we have to come together. You know what? This whole thing is about empathy. This whole thing, this whole celebration is about empathy. It's about people. It's about people who care for people. That's what our country is about. That's what we want to see happen. And what's happening is the opposite. But we have to be together, and we have to be courageous, and we have to be strong. And now is the time. I love you. Thank you for coming.
Donald Trump's threat to impose tariffs on Denmark and several other European countries unless they agree to hand Greenland over to the US has stunned America's allies and created the biggest crisis in transatlantic relations in decades.
Greenland's not for sale. Greenland's not for sale.
Trump's coercion has prompted indignation across Europe and some unusually blunt criticism from European leaders. They say only the people of Greenland and Denmark can decide the Arctic territory's future. Given their own bloody history of war, respect for national borders is of paramount importance for Europeans. Trump's grab for Greenland has destroyed any remaining European trust in America as a reliable security partner. It could also reignite a trade war between Europe and the US. The EU is preparing to hit back with retaliatory tariffs on more than 90 billion euros worth of American imports. French President Emmanuel Macron wants the EU to adopt sweeping powers that would allow it to penalise US technology companies or even limit exports of critical goods to the US. Other governments, though, are wary of entering an escalatory spiral with Trump, fearing he could abandon Ukraine or pull out of NATO altogether.
And it's getting worse. And they are attacking people and they are profiling by your, again, like I said, by how you speak and how you talk. All over, there are protests all over. It's madness. It is absolute what? Madness. But I do tell you this, my darlings. This time will also pass. It won't stay like this forever. This will pass. We just have to pray. It's so sad. It's so sad. But look at the state of the United States. I would never have believed it if somebody had told me. I wouldn't have believed it. It's too great a country. The leaders were great. And just look at it now. So I just thought, you know what, let me let you guys know that we're going to pass. It does not mean that I won't come further down, maybe next year, the year after, but right now I cannot. And I am so sorry, and I wanted you guys to know. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Mwah.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking.
Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Some of you might know when I started having my meet and greets, the first meet and greet that I ever had was at OPV Beauty's beauty salon. And I have loved their products. I have loved their brand ever since. Anyway, my darlings, we have for OPV Beauty your portable beauty stand where you can put all of your makeup and all of your stuff together. It's like a roll-on suitcase, and it's the most beautiful color. It's a wonderful rose gold pink. So you just pick it up like this and you can just roll it out. It's so perfect when you're traveling. It's so perfect when you're going for your events and stuff. You just have it like so. Put it on a chair. You're good to go. So let us open it. And please do not forget, my darlings, to use my discount code. Oh, look at the sensationalism of it all. A mirror here. And then, my darlings, just look. It lifts out and you have your makeup tray over here. Is this not gorgeous? Look at how fabulous this is. And then you have a tray here where you can put in all of your lipsticks. I am living and loving. You can put in your makeup brushes, and then look at this fabulous vanity brush, of which you can use for your foundation and smooth it over. I really wanted to display it for you and see how it looks so that you guys can go to their website and get it. It was £600. It's now what? So you have to absolutely what? Go and get yours. All of my loves, my darlings, and I hope you enjoy your treat. Don't forget to use Fumi all across the website at OPV Beauty. Mwah! All of my love.